factors. The Bitcoin and cryptocurrency price have fallen along with the stock market this year as an investor braces for a more hawkish Federal Reserve, with the one investor top contenders for the title of the world dominant cryptocurrency, taking many by surprise. Subscriber new to the Whoopi. Crypto asset and blockchain advisor and successful navigate the Bitcoin and crypto market. The Bitcoin price has lost around 40%. Its peak almost 70,000 per Bitcoin. Last year, with the Ethernet price also down nearly half. Major coins including the Binance, BNB, and Ripple, XPR, Solana, Cardano, Terra Luna, Avalanche have also plunged, wiping the 1.2 trillion from the combined crypto market in a matter of months. So now, after Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell signaled half of a percentage point interest rate hike is on the table next week meeting, the market is braced for the central bank to begin the shrinking is the huge 9 trillion asset portfolio as battle of solving infractions. Want to stay ahead of the market and understand the latest crypto news. Crypto price predictions is $100,000. Bitcoin could come even sooner than you think, with Ethernet leading the way. The JP Morgan warned the big investor are suddenly dumping Bitcoin for the Ethernet amid the 150 billion crypto price crash. China's post Bitcoin ban failed to crash the market as Twitter added the crypto payment in historic first. So world dominated coin legendary Bitcoin where revealed his surprise top 3 crypto pick. So macro uncertainty driving all the risk asset over the last few months, including the Bitcoin. Joe Hagerman, the head of market leading crypto finance company XBTO Group, say in the email comment, price volatility the Bitcoin market over the last few weeks, a trip largest to the correlations other risk assets, so which is generally have been moving in reaction to the conflict in Ukraine, supply chain issue due to the rising COVID case, the China ongoing interest rate hike, future balance sheet, machinations by the Federal Reserve. Early in COVID-19 pandemic, Federal Reserve began unprecedentedly stimulus program, saw the balance sheet double, interest rate fall to the historic low. The flooded the market with the cash efforts. Economic damages of COVID-19, lockdown as the pandemic began to proceed, infections spike, Federal trying to cool the economic, so inappropriate view the moving a little more quickly than the Federal Reserve. The Powell Federal Reserve Bank said last week, speaking after panel discussion with the European Central Bank President Christina Lagarde, hosted by the International Monetary Fund, adding the thinker. There is something in the idea from the end of loading. However, economic data has this week shown the U.S. economic shrunk in the first 3 months of the year, contracting by the following 0.4% first quarter, week's quarter shared early. This is bullish for the risk asset like a Bitcoin and equity, in my opinion. As the Federal Reserve, many become less hawkish to avoid recessions. Macrost analysis UK-based digital asset broker Global Block low in the email note. Bitcoin crypto stock market traders are watching carefully for any sign of the founder straight from the telegraphed move. Increased higher than 50 basis point, deviating from the column. Dropped in the risk market, including Bitcoin. Because the Bitcoin market has provided relative resilient long-term periods, so the new cryptocurrency could rocket height.